Hardcore Leveling Warrior is a webcomic series that was made by Si-Hoon Kim that started in November 2017 and ended in May of 2022, with a total of 318 episodes, one per week, with some hiatuses that the author had taken throughout the series, as is usual with most webcomics. Although it isn't as big as some of the romance series on Webtoon, it was still a very popular series with a total of 232.2 million views and 1.3 million subscribers to the series. And I'm sure I wasn't alone in feeling devastated once it was over. It was such a fantastic series with excellent world building, character development, artwork, and so much more. It was honestly one of my favorite parts of my day whenever it was uploaded, and not to mention the length of each episode was amazing, since there are a lot of series that upload weekly with maybe 10 panels of art. It was very refreshing to see a web series whose episodes took me nearly 5 minutes to read. Overall, it was a fantastic series that showcased the talents and improvement of a fantastic author and artist that brought joy to millions of people. Premiering 5 days later was another web series that brought the talent of two excellent webtoons together, those being Kwang Soo Lee, creator of Noble S, and of course Si-Hoon Kim, creator of Hardcore Leveling War, or HCLW. This web series was titled X and Ash, named after two brothers that star as the main characters of the series, and this was the first time since the ending of Hardcore Leveling Warrior that we did see some resemblances of the world of Hardcore Leveling Warrior take place, and with it being revealed later that Hardcore Leveling Warrior takes place in the distant future that X and Ash takes place in. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one that got very excited whenever they saw callbacks to Hardcore Leveling Warrior in various episodes, especially whenever the Night Age was first introduced, which was referenced whenever Dark summoned the long past descendants of the knights that belonged to the Night Age. While this series still continues to this day, it has 8.7 million views with 221,000 subscribers, and it should honestly have more because of the wonderful art, character development, world building, and really everything else that comes with both of these wonderful authors' creations. Then, soon after the new year, there was a new Hardcore Leveling Warrior, this time titled Hardcore Leveling Warrior Earth Game. In this series, we begin with the regular life that was achieved whenever Hardcore Leveling Warrior had defeated Zero, with armies Sora and Ethan present. However, one main member of the party, who is Dark, is missing. Soon after, the reason why the title involves Earth Game is revealed, because through a very detailed and impressive evolution, which can be seen if you read the first episode, which I do recommend. Anyways, the world of Lucid Adventure has descended upon the real world and has transformed Earth into an Earth game, complete with system status pop-ups displaying your stats and other information. Not long after, a lot of people died due to the creation of the monsters that are found in Lucid Adventure, even after being given their beginner gear. Although, luckily for us, Ethan isn't among one of them, and instead survives but is stuck as a sub 10. And a sub 10 is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. He can't get past level 10 because he was way too OP in the first playthrough, which makes sense but does really suck for him. And as a way to try to get past level 10, even though he can't since the system is restricting him, he pays a duo of players to boost him to get past level 10. However, he got very unlucky with this duo, with one of them being an absolute jerk and charging him continuously more and still not helping him get past level 10, and even abandoning him whenever the dungeon boss is defeated and turns into the world's first SS level boss. Despite being powerless, he is able to get help from his past self and save the other member of the duo he hired, who was actually a pretty nice lady. And he actually ends up sacrificing himself for her so she can escape. And when all hope seems lost and there's no possible way for him to make it out of there, he dies. Yeah, I know, he actually dies. But if you remember, Ethan actually has an extra life from his last playthrough of Lucid Adventure, and he's able to use it and survive. And probably the coolest thing that happens is that he is given the ability to use his save data from the last playthrough. And by default, since he didn't say yes or no, it automatically selected yes. And from the ashes like a phoenix, Ethan Gong becomes Hardcore Leveling Warrior again and absolutely mops the floor with the world's first SS level boss. And that is how Hardcore Leveling Warrior returns. It was such a fantastic return as well, and with only 12 free episodes out, it currently has 1.4 million views and 107,000 subscribers. However, I do believe there should be much bigger numbers than that. It is still under 20 episodes, including Fast Pass, so we have no idea what will happen. So we have no idea what will happen, but I do hope that it gets much more recognition and it gets much more appreciation, because this is just such a great series, and I'm really happy it's returned. I'll probably do another video sometime this week, maybe, probably on the like uh the issue with Ethan currently being much weaker than all of like the main players in the game, and where Dark actually went, because it kind of really sucks what's going on with Dark right now. But then again, we do see Dark in another series, which is X and Ash. So I mean, it's really cool. I recommend you read all of the series I mentioned: Hardcore Leveling Warrior, the first one, X and Ash, and Hardcore Leveling Warrior Earth Game. Check them out, and thank you for watching.